This week 9 NFL props edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. WynnBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. For boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBet has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100 and get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Woo! Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner picks Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Oh, hello, Sean. I feel pretty good about the pick show we did last night. I'm feeling a lot of energy, feeling like the picks are laser focused again.
Yeah, I locked up New England there, and now Jonathan Taylor misses practice for another day. That's obviously got to be a good sign for the Pats going up against the Colts. Of course, we're taping this Thursday morning. Brandon Cooks has decided to opt out.
Can you just? I'm literally tears coming out of my eyes. This bullshit NBA virus in the NFL.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our league.
Was it a wrist injury, or was there something more holding Brandon Cooks back? He wanted to go to a playoff team. Why couldn't he make the Texans a playoff team? That would have been nice, Brandon. Win the division, win us a ton of money. Instead, he's sitting at home liking posts on social media during practice that say he should have gotten traded. I mean, it's next level. I thought he was a dog, but turns out he's a
I think
little dog.
Grade 3 strain of the labia minora.
Oh man. So R.I.P. Brandon Cooks, formerly thought to be identified as a dog. Ryan, we got a dog.
Nope. Turns out he's just a tiny elf who likes to shoot an arrow.
We got a big dog coming on the show to break down Week 9 NFL props. Before we do that, shout out to WynnBet. That's right. Bet big, win bigger with WynnBet. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/WynnBet. Bet $100, get a $100 free bet. It's just that easy. I tried it out. Tried it on a huge money line. Didn't come through. But again, so many states: Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. Why not plan a ski trip to Colorado while you're there? Hit the slopes, hit the parlay wheel. Again, put in that parlay wheel. Any parlay you put in, you spin that wheel, just instant gratification. Highly, highly recommend it. If you're in one of those states right now and you don't have a WynnBet account, can you truly call yourself a
#Legends only?
The answer is no. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions at WynnBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And also, of course, we are giving away an autographed jersey. Your choice, either Brian Dawkins or Lawrence Taylor. All you got to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Comment on one of the posted videos. Live chats do not count. I don't know why you can't go back and review those, but make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when we make the big announcement. We were making the announcement on Sundays. Week 9 recap show with the Monday Night Props. The jersey winner will be announced, so still time to get in, subscribe, and get those comments in on the video. Kramer joining us on the line. You know him from the NBA Gambling Podcast. He's all over the podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Give it up for Terrell Furman. What's up, Terrell?
What's going on, fellas?
Maybe should we dub him the Wilt Chamberlain of SGPN? He's just laying down so many episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Episodes.
All right. Well, I don't know what Terrell gets into. When you say Wilt Chamberlain, I immediately think his off the court record. But yeah, he's right up there.
Hey, that's
certainly
pretty
on
up
the
there
court.
too. We not that's up there too.
Hey, dude,
so,
he scored. He scored.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
He scored on and off the court, Sean.
Wilt Chamberlain just completely kept filling it up.
I mean, literally, he set the record both for scoring off the court and scoring on the court.
Again, just all time. He has no off switch. He is 100% all in.
Who was it that was in the NBA Finals and it was like, this is Wilt Chamberlain? No, Otto Porter Jr. Porter Jr. when he was in the NBA Finals and they put up a picture of him next to Wilt Chamberlain and was like, this might be his illegitimate son just rolling around here.
Well, I mean, he's got a couple, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some may say the entire league is
Shout
nothing
out,
but Jordan and
except Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, no,
Jimmy Butler's Jordan.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
Jordan.
Oh, that looks so much like him. Shout out to the chat, alive and well. Thomas Kyle Millward checking in saying anything happened in Philly sports today. World Series and the Eagles game. Research Flat Earth saying he's putting in a Philly parlay. Kenneth Gist checking in with the Danielle Jones. Always appreciate that. I'm sure Terrell and Ryan will point out that he is, of course, Dan Jones now.
Look, we're sitting on the bye week. We're 6-2. Everyone calm the fuck down.
Now, Terrell, I'm having a flashback. Was that you? We were hanging out either in Detroit, in Vegas. They all kind of blur together. And the Counting Crows, Mr. Jones song came on, and you had no idea.
I was like, oh, this is what he's saying.
This is where it's coming from. Oh man,
that's pretty funny.
Terrell made me feel.
No,
really
it's because
old.
you had always played the song, but I had never really listened to what the word of the song was, and I was like, oh, that's why you play that.
Yeah, Mr. Jones and me.
No, because I was thinking, I don't know. I was saying something. Yes, Joe. I don't know what I was saying.
Let's get to it. Let's start talking props. We're doing 6 props, 5 regular, 1 DGen only prop. Kramer, you have the honors. Kick it off. You're going first. I had a pretty good week last week, 4-2.
Nice.
One of the losses, of course, was my Equinemius St. Brown 2 touchdowns at 35-1.
Why you decide to do the vocal gymnastics? It's like
the listeners enjoy it.
All right, so I think we have sometimes I feel like we fall off our path because there's just so much going on, and here we are on the 3rd day of November, year 2022. And Matt Stafford is still -110 to go over a half interception. Guys, what are we doing? This is an absolute system play. He's lit 2 games this year. He didn't throw a pick. 2 games, and one of them just happened.
AKA he's due.
He's due. Cooper Kupp nursing a bum leg injury. This creates nothing but opportunity for there to be an interception here. If I could find a pick 6, it just feels like Cooper Kupp's a little slow getting on that out route. Bang! Pick 6 for the Todd Bowles led Tampa defense. Yeah, so let's start off with that. This is no different than picking a fucking side on Sunday, Sean. What are we doing?
And checking in on the prop I gave out for most interceptions in the NFL, it was Matty Stafford at 18-1. Right now, in first place is Matt Ryan with 9, who is probably not going to add to his total.
No,
he's been benched for the entire year.
He's like a horse that breaks his leg. He's in the lead, but we need a horse representation of the interception race.
Now, number 2 is Matt Stafford at 8, but tied with him is Kenny Pickett with 8.
Already?
Who is really making up for lost time because he didn't play some of those games.
Oh no!
But the Steelers have a bye week this week, so
that's
hopefully this is a good time for Matt Stafford to make some ground here. All right, what about you, Terrell? What's your first prop?
Oh man, well, I had Matthew Stafford interception, but I'm gonna be a very gracious guest.
Thank you.
Allow him and pivot off of that interception to another interception. So I gotta go back to the well. Give me Tua to throw an interception -110 because I'm not going to forget that Steelers game where he did everything possible in his ability to throw an interception. Like anything he could possibly do to throw an interception, he did it, and it just didn't happen. He got lucky last week. This week, he gets a Bears defense where they're kind of going to be licking their chops a little bit. Roquan's out the door, Quinn's out the door. All these pieces are gone. They're saying that the Bears defense isn't going to do anything. It's a home game in November. Miami coming up into the cold weather. It's all there. It's all there. Tua's going to throw an interception.
Do you remember that video of Tim Tebow throwing in the wind and the ball just like flutters up in the air and goes nowhere?
Oh yeah.
That's what we talked about this, Sean, but when I saw the wind report, it did make me think, uh-oh. And then what do I wake up to this morning? Tua talking shit about how nice his deep ball's been. Did you see this in a press conference? He basically is chirping.
Really?
My deep ball's been pretty nice, huh?
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's hilarious.
Anytime you start calling something out like that, then you're
as someone who backed Miami, I'm a little concerned. So yeah, I like that interception angle.
I'm trying to find the duck sound effect to bring it.
He's been so good, you lost.
I took it off because I'm like, this joke sucks now that he's been good, but I'm gonna bring it back for this prop, which I'm totally on board on it. There you go. Worth the wait. All right. So since we're talking interception props, I got one as well. This one is plus 100. Josh Allen over a half interceptions. He quietly, as good as he's been playing, he's still been getting picks. He's thrown 4 in the last 4 games, and basically thrown 1 in 3 out of those 4. The Jets have created 9 interceptions. They are 3rd in the league now. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can have a really good game and still force something late, which he did against the Packers. Like he just seems to force a little bit, and I'm taking the Josh Allen over interceptions.
It's so funny because every time I tweet Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, people always assume it's a compliment. It's never a compliment. It's me paying homage to early Josh Allen, who was electric to watch because he would make an amazing play and then just hold the ball out as he's running for a first down, and it would just leave his hand. So yeah, I love this. I love that you can get plus odds on Josh.
And it's not, and he's thrown picks against the Jets. 7 games, he's thrown 5 picks in his career.
Well,
so
you got Sauce on the other side.
Yeah, he's gonna get lost in the sauce. That's a great.
I still need one more interception from him to cash that over 1.5 interceptions on the season. So
Sauce only has 1 so far.
Yeah, he's got 1.
They're scared to throw at him too.
I know that's the annoying thing.
So that was the handicap. It was the fact that he's a rookie, so they're not going to be scared to throw at him. But then it turns out he's a rookie and comes in as automatically a top 5 corner in the game, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not throwing this guy's way."
No, but I think, and I'll even go so far and say it's going to be Sauce that gets it, because I do think Josh Allen he doesn't lack much, and certainly not confidence. He's not afraid to try and shove something into a tight window.
Especially if he's on Stephon Diggs, he's gonna. All right, my guy is better. And this could be Sauce's chance to be like.
All he needs is one. All he needs is one. Kramer, what do you got? Don't get lost in the sauce.
Okay. Well, let's go over to the Detroit game. We want to fade this Detroit defense. All right, fucking give the ball to Aaron Jones. Just let it happen. The number's 65.5, which is comically low.
Just rushing.
Not worried about anything but rushing. Just everyone is gouging this team on the ground casually. So give me Aaron Jones. I mean, if this team is gonna get right, now we could just be going to the Packer well incorrectly one more time. But if this team's gonna get right, they're gonna get right through a big old game from Aaron Jones. So Aaron Jones over 65.5.
And AJ Dillon has just had,
he sucks.
He's just nothing.
Jordan Love and AJ Dillon. Great draft, guys.
Quadzilla.
Great fucking draft.
Completely just a total whiff so far this season. What do you got, Terrell?
All right, let's go over to the Carolinas, and we're going to take DJ Moore over 68.5 receiving yards. And he's hit this the last 2 games without Christian McCaffrey. And it's because that this team remembers that, hey, let's use the other good player that we still have on our team, which is DJ Moore. And he just didn't get any usage the first part of the season. Now he's finally getting that usage that he deserves. And so while PJ Walker is sitting there at quarterback, I'm going to think DJ Moore can get something going. And if he's got Eli Apple on the other side of him, Uzier, those corners for the Bengals, I like his opportunity, even in garbage time, to just get a whole bunch of yards. So give me DJ Moore over 68.5 receiving yards. I think he finishes somewhere around 80.
Yeah, and I also have DJ Moore over 68.5. You mentioned Chidoboy Awuzie,
Nice.
which I completely probably whiffed on. He tore his ACL, so he's out. And then Eli Apple missed the Monday night game. I haven't seen whether he's going to play, but if he does, so it does look like he practiced in full. But man, they're
Still like our chances.
Yeah, no, he'll play, but is he 100%? I don't know. I still like no Chidoboy, Eli Apple out there. I think it's going to be a good spot for him. And to your point, like they didn't let PJ Walker throw it all in that Rams game. They traded Christian McCaffrey and they let him loose, and he's been good since then. DJ Moore.
I want to know more about Christian McCaffrey. Like maybe he's another guy. No one going to his birthday party or something.
They're next man up, man. The Panthers are playing with a nice little bounce in their step for a team that's 2-5. Kramer, what do you got?
All right, just team overs. Another system play. DeAndre Hopkins over 80.5 receiving yards. Until further notice, we're just going to take overs on DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah,
there's no reason not to. Seattle will push you on contrary to previous versions of Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
this team will push you a little bit and fully expect Arizona to need to make a comeback here in the second half. D Hop has been all this offense. He's all over the place. 80.5 receiving yards is high, but it's just play the props up to 100 again. Play the ladder.
Yeah, the alts. I like it. Yeah, no, I mean, even as a guy who likes Seattle here,
until we lose, just play D Hop.
Yeah, he loves DeAndre.
Pissed
Hopkins.
I didn't draft.
He's so much better with DeAndre Hopkins. It's like he gets tunnel vision, but DeAndre Hopkins is so good that it doesn't matter if you know the ball's coming to him.
And
there's a version of this team that stays close enough to the playoff race, and they get Hollywood back, and they actually become. I don't know. I don't want to. Not the team I predicted, Sean, but close to it. Jesus, I'm looking at our predictions. I may have had the Arizona Cardinals make a little bit of a run in the postseason.
Ryan. Yeah, we were going to be doing a recap show, like a mid-season check-in on our predictions. Some big winners, big losers so far in the season. What about you, Terrell? What do you got? What's your next one?
Going back to that Packers and that Lions game. He took the Aaron Jones. I got his rushing and receiving 99.5. I think he gets over 100 one way or another. I like it. And we like doing that rushing plus receiving method of making sure it's one way, not the other way, get both, get 100 yards in the game. I think he can do that against one of the worst defenses against the running back over the entire season. And again, AJ Dillon hasn't really got it done this year. It just feels like they might add a carry or two extra to Aaron Jones, especially if he gets hot.
He hasn't even looked. I mean, I drafted AJ Dillon. I thought he was going to be good. Yeah. He hasn't even looked good, like eye test wise. I think Terrell just inspired me to do something. I'm not only going to play my over rushing yards for Aaron Jones, I'm also going to add over 29.5 receiving yards.
Ooh.
And
it is annoying a guy like that gets it done on the ground and then not in the air, or vice versa, and you pick the wrong one. It's shit's frustrating.
And then we're also going to play the combo prop that Terrell just played. So I'm going to play it always. This is called putting all the eggs in one basket. Certainly not a plus EV move unless you hit pussy. That's not you, Terrell. That's the audience.
He's yelling.
I mean, you still haven't even taken it all the way. We haven't even talked 2 touchdown, 3 touchdown yet. Like Aaron Jones is good for at least one of those a season.
He's gonna go. He had 2 against Washington, right?
Yeah, he still needs his 3 touchdown game. He's given us the 3 touchdown game, I think, once every season. So.
Yeah, 45-1 last year, baby. Never forget where I was. I was on the youth soccer pitch, and I saw the alert, and I thought, I was like, oh, I won, and then I look it up, and I'm like, oh, that was actually his 4th touchdown.
Yeah,
he scored 4 touchdowns in that game. What a god!
All right, next up for me, I'm taking Justin Fields over 48.5 rushing yards. They just keep giving him the ball, and before he was doing it like scrambling. Now they're designing runs for him. He was 8 for 60 last game. 5 of those were design runs. The design runs just show that they're committed to letting him run the ball. 4-1 to the over his last 5 games. His last 5 games, he's averaging 65.8, and I just don't know. Like if you watch that Dolphins Steelers game, Kenny Pickett had some opportunities to run, even including late, where he let it. He decided to force the ball instead of taking the easy run. I think Justin Fields is still a very willing runner, and you toss in the design runs. If he gets 8-10 carries, 48.5 feels too low for me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Ryan's a hater of Justin Fields. It's all right, Ryan. You know what? You know what you're not going to hate? Saving money with Rocket Money. That's right. I mean, think of how all those subscriptions you have, whether it's your iTunes, your Spotify, your Hulu, whatever it is, those things add up. And there's probably a bunch of them you don't even realize you have, and they're costing you money because you're not using them. If you don't use them, get rid of them. Rocket Money is great. The app shows you all your subscriptions in one place and then cancels whichever one you don't want. And they make it really easy. All you have to do is press cancel. Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Like this is having like a personal assistant, or like a CPA sitting down and looking at your bank statement going, what are you paying for this? What are you doing here?
I need this, Sean.
Yeah, no, I can't. This thing has been great. Rocketmoney.com/SGPN. Even if it just saves you like $20 a month, that's $240 a year that you could be spending on sweet player props and parlays. So make sure you head over to rocketmoney.com/SGPN. That's rocketmoney.com/SGPN. Oh, and we're also brought to you by Babbel. That's right. The addictively fun, easy, bite-sized language lessons. Again, it really is cool interacting with people speaking their native language. They appreciate it, and you sound really cool. I mean, Terrell, we were talking about his off the court antics. Maybe there is potential lady that speaks another language, or even if they don't, that's even better because they don't know if you're messing up. You sound really smart if all of a sudden you're dropping Spanish, French, Italian, German.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella. Hola, me llamo Terrell. Whatever it is, Babbel is fun. It's easy to use. And if you don't like it for some reason, 20-day money back guarantee. And you can save up to 55% off your subscription. I every time I read that, I'm like, that can't be right. 55% off. Babbel.com/SGP. That's BABBEL.com/SGP for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. Kramer, we're back on the second half of the props. What do you got for us?
All right. Just another over. Jalen Waddle over 67.5. He's gone over this total all but 2 games. And I think even if there is some win impact, it's a lot of after the catch stuff. So it basically at Cincy, at Jets, he had a couple duds. Every other game this year, he's gone over it and really hasn't been close. So it just felt like a low number because it's in Chicago and there might be a little wind. It is going to be a nice day though. So I think Miami at this point, you have to view them as a elite offense that's going to move the ball on anyone. So Jalen Waddle over. I mean, the other thing I thought was strange. This is like 13.5 yards less than Tyreek Hill. I know Tyreek Hill has been absolutely shredded.
Sorry, Ryan. There's some ducks flying through.
Flying
through this prop.
It's got to kill you just to see the success that Tyreek Hill's having.
Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, I got no beef with Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I thought
I do. He plays no craps.
Yeah, that was
weird. A problem.
I was off on the handicap. I thought Waddle might have a better year, and Tua unleashing the deep ball. I did not see that coming. So, but I got no beef with Tyreek. I mean, is he father of the year? Who am I to say?
Whoa.
I'll let the courts decide that. I didn't see all the evidence.
I have Sean. I mean, whatever Goodell said, whatever Commissioner Goodell says.
Yeah, we support the league.
All
Protect the shield. So you're on Waddle. What do you got, Terrell?
Wait, real quick.
Sure.
Trivia question for you: who has more receiving touchdowns, Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle?
Jalen Waddle.
How many does Tyreek Hill have?
I feel like he's had a ton of yards, but maybe not touchdowns. I'm gonna say he's only has two receiving
touchdowns. Correct.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I should have given Terrell as a bad host.
Yeah, it's all right. I would have been wrong. It's fine. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
What do you got for your next prop, Terrell?
All right. Gonna be fun. Doing a kicking prop.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go to Cameron Dicker. I bet nobody knows what team he's on.
Cameron.
He's stepping in at, huh?
Oh, was he not on the Eagles? Briefly had him.
Yeah, he had one game on the Eagles this season.
But
he's
I don't
on
know
the Chargers now. Just got called up from the Chargers practice squad. I'm getting over 1.5 field goals at plus 100.
Oh. People,
Dicker the kicker.
Just beware. People are going to throw shade at you anytime Sean plays the field goal kicking props.
They find it annoying when I do it. They'll think it's cool when Terrell
you didn't do any work.
Yeah, no. Because one, I'm giving them a plus money bet. Two, I'm taking a kicker that used to be on the Eagles, not on the Eagles anymore. So boosted points there.
Yeah,
he's only kicked in one game. It was that Eagles versus the Cardinals game. He hit the 2 field goals, so he cashed the prop there. Chargers have cashed this in 3 of the last 4 games. And if I just think about how the game script is going for this game, I'm getting the Chargers laying points after the bye on the road on the East Coast. It all just sounds like the offense is going to be a little bit flat. They're going to be a little bit flat. We don't know what they're doing at receiver. Again, Keenan Allen has been out longer than Brian Robinson, and Brian Robinson got shot. So that is very, very concerning here. So I don't think that they're going to get in the end zone. I think that it's going to be a couple of field goal tries, maybe some really close. They moved the ball, just didn't punch it in. So yeah, I like Cameron Dicker to go over 1.5 field goals plus money. I'll take it.
Small dog energy from Keenan Allen.
That felt like a well researched kicking prop. Right?
Very well.
For sure. I had to come hard for the kicking prop.
My only concern for you, Terrell, is what about? I would be slightly worried about the Chargers, how they get drunk and they go for every 4th down. That would be my only concern.
Look, that is the most concerning thing, and that's why I thought I was getting a deal at plus money.
Yep.
I really feel like they're shorting me. This should really be about plus 150. How Brandon Staley goes for it on 4th down, but I'm fine. I'm not going to argue with the book. I'll take the plus money and just pray that Brandon Staley decides to be a decent coach. Well, it's either he is a decent coach and I hit this prop, or I get closer to cashing my Brandon Staley next coach fired.
He self-scouted in the bye week and realized more field goals.
It's just that simple. I'm going to the Seattle Arizona game. Give me big dog himself. Kenneth Walker the third, aka K9.
Well, that's Derrick Henry.
No, I know. He needs a different. K9 is a cool ass nickname.
He can be bigger dog now. Derrick Henry's new nickname is bigger dog.
The biggest dog. You should call him Clifford.
Alpha dog.
He's Clifford. He's the biggest dog. 72
yes,
and a half.
I've seen that show.
Okay, there you go.
Making sure I had to throw that out there. I saw a little bit of hesitation before going that's a rug. Yes, I've seen the show.
72 and a half rushing yards. Again, he got slowed down by the New York Football Giants. Good job by the Giants showing up there. I thought he would have a more effective game, but again, he had 97 last time they played the Cards. He's good for 18 plus carries a game. So if you get him to 18, 20 carries a game, you don't even need 4 yards a carry to hit this over. I just don't imagine a world where Pete Carroll is not trying to run the ball with Kenneth Walker. Like, he loves Kenneth Walker. He loves rubbing it in the press. Like, how many times has he mentioned what a good draft pick it was? Yeah. Cause he got so much shit for it. And now Kenneth Walker, he's playing well. So I like this a lot at 72 and a half. Kramer.
All right. Last one. I had to put an under in here. Or I guess not. Last regular one. Josh Allen under 6.5 rush attempts plus 125.
Okay.
Here's the
talk us through this.
Well, I mean, we discussed this when do we take the Josh Allen over? When he's going to be in a game, when he's going to have those moments where he's like, fuck it, I'm in. You look at the game log from this year, week 1 against the reigning Super Bowl champs, prime time. What does he have? 10 rushes, 56 yards. Next week, sleepy spot, huge favorite against Tennessee, only 1 carry. Then against Miami, they're tested all the way to the end, 8 carries. Baltimore tested all the way to the end, 11 carries. Then we have a sleepy spot against Pittsburgh, only 5 carries. Kansas City against Mahomes, 12 carries. Sleepy spot against Green Bay, only 6 carries. You see where I'm getting at?
Yep.
Under 6.5 rushing attempts. This is likely to be a sleepy spot on the road against the New York Football Jets.
I mean, it's certainly, to me, I like the plus odds on it. You know, maybe it's closer to a coin toss, but if you're getting plus 115, yeah, no, I like that. And you're right. Quarterbacks run when they're desperate, and it doesn't feel like a desperate spot.
No,
for the Jets versus the Bills.
Their defense should turn tackles.
And also too, like they've gone out of their way to say they don't like him running. You know, Sean McDermott wants him to run less. The other thing, it's weird. I know kneel downs count against rush yards, but I feel like they count for rush attempts. That's always something to keep an eye on.
Probably.
All right. What do you got, Terrell?
All right, last prop.
Before the DGen.
For the DGen prop, yes. Give me Josh Jacobs over 20.5 receiving yards. And this is a fade of the Jags, who are one of the worst against pass catching running backs this season. They give up the 3rd most yards on the season, 428. And they've given up this line 8 different times this season to 8 different running backs. Like, not even in the same game. Some games it was multiple running backs that had this prop. Josh Jacobs has 4 targets in 5 of the last straight. So he gets the work, and it's just more of, does he get the 2 or 3 targets that it takes to be able to get over this line? He's gotten over this line in 3 of the last 5. So yeah, give me Josh Jacobs here to get over 20.5 receiving yards.
He has been a stud. I will, Sean, my best ball teams with Josh Jacobs are doing quite nicely.
Yeah. I mean, I was with the fantasy community where I was like, I didn't really have any interest in Josh Jacobs. And then he was worth it for best ball in that Texans game alone. He was worth it. So I don't have much of Josh Jacobs. It seemed like he was kind of on his way out, but maybe that's a reason you take him, because they want to get use out of him. Sam Ehlinger, under 202.5 passing yards. First career road game. You're going up against Bill Belichick in New England. This is just
feels like a bad spot.
Tough spot. Yeah, I can pull up the Foxborough weather, but I can't imagine it's going to be ideal.
Hopefully it's not like Justin Fields.
Oh no, actually the Foxborough weather looks pretty good for this Sunday. I just don't see Sam Ehlinger balling out in his first road game against Bill Belichick, a guy who just dominates rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And they just
second year.
Why do you say second year?
He's a second year quarterback.
Sam Ehlinger?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was drafted in 2020.
No, you're right.
Or
I guess
2021.
I guess in my head he's a rookie because he hasn't played at all.
Yeah.
But still, first road game. I kept hammering the rookie quarterback thing. Regardless, it works here, and he's not as much of a scrambler as Fields or Lamar, like guys that the Patriots historically struggle with, at least from that one game. Again, small sample size.
He didn't look like an alpha scrambler. He looked like someone who was running for his life.
He threw for 201 at home against a worse Commanders defense. So give me under 202.5 passing yards for Sam Ehlinger.
Yes.
Kramer.
You ready for this shit?
Yes.
All right. So
DGens only mode.
Hashtag DGens only.
You know I like the anytime defensive touchdown.
Yeah.
You also know that I like the Carolina Panthers defense this week. It's plus 750. That's very high. We were discussing the Eagles is like plus 350 for reference.
That's crazy.
It's very high, plus 750. They have a pass rush. They have a secondary. That's all I need against Joe Burrow without Jamar Chase. So plus 750. I love that play. If you want to do something a little you want to get wild this weekend, we're going to do the first time I've ever done this. Defensive Carolina defense / special teams scores 2 touchdowns.
What?
75-1.
Oh my God, Ryan, you broke the system.
Let's do it. I mean, I watched that Monday night tape. They can't block anyone. Brian Burns is going to have a game. He's going to cause one. We're going to have a pick six, maybe a punt return, something crazy. But 75-1, Sean, we're going to have some fun this weekend.
All righty. 75-1. I can't top that. Terrell, can you? What do you got cooking over there?
Pussies.
I really thought that I could top it, but I can't. He actually got me by about $500 right there.
Hell yeah, dude.
And so I'm going the same. I mean, it's the same approach as you, but I went a different game, something a little bit more plausible, I would say.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Give me the Buffalo Bills defense plus 550 and give me their defense 2 touchdowns, 70-1.
First of all, we didn't talk about this ahead of time.
No, great minds think alike.
We didn't. We did not. That's why I was sitting here like, oh, should I pivot or should I? No, I'm sticking with the defensive angle because Zach Wilson sucks. He sucks, and they need something terrible. Like something terrible has to happen for them to realize that they have to go back to Joe Flacco. Only thing I could think of, he throws multiple pick sixes in a game. So yeah, let's go for it.
Feel very proud for this moment. Coaching moment here without speaking ahead of time. We had the same exact idea on this slate to give out a double defensive touchdown, Sean. Come on. That's emotional.
Yep. We're locked in. We're locked in on the Giants side of the ball.
Oh, this is a great sign for the Giants in the second half, baby. See, Dable's getting all of us. We're just becoming better.
Everybody as a fan base, we're all really locked in right now. Laser focused, if I should say.
Well, fuck yeah.
God help you guys if the
Sean,
Giants fall off. I
gotta share it with you, but there's a Twitter feed that just puts out the Dable showing up to the building in that blue truck video set to a different song every day.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome. Life is great. All right, what's yours, Sean?
Life is great.
Sean right now is trying to craft a more impressive. He's feeling very inadequate after we dropped 2 mega fucking whale plays.
Gonna give you a winner here. Great day to be alive, as the great Jong Lee said.
Shout out, Jong.
Anthony Firkser. Anytime touchdown, 30-1. You might remember Anthony Firkser from the Tennessee Titans. He was brought over by one Arthur Smith. He's now on the Falcons. He's seen limited snaps, limited catches, but if anyone is going to get involved and catch a random touchdown, it could be Anthony Firkser at 30-1.
That's crazy. That's a crazy price for someone who stands on the field and participates in the game.
And the fact that he's has a relationship. Like Arthur Smith was the tight ends coach at Tennessee.
What just happened? I think
Terrell, you there?
Oh my fucking hold on.
Terrell may have cut out there.
No, this is on our side though.
But no, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that he was the tight end coach as well. So again, your former coach brings you in. I'm looking at this.
How many eligible receivers are there on a team? I mean, think about that. 30-1. All right.
Now keep an eye on it. He was inactive last Sunday.
Oh, no.
So keep an eye on this.
Well, it's a push if he's inactive.
That is true. So which I feel like is not bad on these DGens only prop to possibly end up with a push.
That's a new system. Play everyone that may be inactive and get your money back.
Yeah. So love it. Love coming back to the Anthony Firkser. Well, he did us great in that playoff run.
Also the Sims. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah,
he was a star of the Sims. I think he was friends with international coxman of mystery Jack Doyle.
All right, that'll do it for the pod. Of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment on the video, giving away the jersey, LT or Dawkins Sunday night. So make sure you get your comments in so we can give you a chance to win. Terrell, thank you for coming on the show as always.
Of course, always.
If you haven't been following Terrell, I don't know what you're doing at ReallyRel __ on Twitter there. Make sure you check him out. Doing a ton of pods, NBA feed, NFL gambling pod. Just
NBA guys are back to daily shows. So if you're looking to dip the toe, like we're not dipping the toe, we're going a little bit more than the tip.
College,
more than the tip.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Sean, I just gave out a 75-1 prop bet.
Kramer, let it ride.